Hey, what is going on, YouTube? This is Outdoor Guy 365, and today we are coming at you from the kitchen today. The kitchen. Because I like to cook occasionally, and when I do, I figured I would share some recipes that I make. And something simple that I make in the kitchen is something called Southwest chicken or Fiesta chicken with just a few simple ingredients. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. It's simple, easy, straightforward. Takes under an hour. So if you're a busy parent or a college student or somebody who's just needing a quick meal that doesn't cost a whole lot, then this is probably great for you. So what I have here today is that I'm working with boneless, skinless chicken breast. These are some pretty big pieces of chicken. So as you can see, I've already cut them in half. This one I did the long way in half. Depends on how you like it. You can go either way. I just did it both ways just to show it as an example. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take my Reynolds wrap aluminum foil. I've torn off about 6 pieces here, maybe 5. I forgot how many I tore off. If I have two really small pieces of chicken, I can put them all together in one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build a foil packet out of these, so you'll see that in a second. So what I'm going to put in them also is I have a can of golden kernel corn, sweet corn. This is from Aldi. It's their Happy Harvest. You can use Del Monte, Dole, whatever you have at your local grocery store, Kroger, or Great Value. It doesn't really matter. I also have thick and chunky salsa. This is mild salsa, so it's not super spicy. If you want medium, hot, or extra hot, you can use that as well. It will just crank up the spice level of the chicken. Not gonna tell you that either way is right or wrong. And also I have a 9 by 13 sheet, cookie sheet that I covered with aluminum foil, because this recipe, the foil packets, they do leak sometimes. So that's just precautionary if you don't really want to scrub a pan a ton. I could use a Pyrex glass bowl with raised sides. Nothing too terrible. And I also have my oven set to 375. So now I'm going to build the chicken packet and show you exactly how this all goes together. So I'm going to set the camera down on my tripod here, so that way you can see what exactly I'm doing with my foil packets and such. So like I said, I've pre-cut these foil packs, and I'm gonna take one piece of chicken and put it on the sheet, and whichever way you feel like, you can go like this or like this. I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna take and make a pinch packet and put the chicken in there. And I'm going to do the exact same thing on this side. And I'm going to take and make a pinch packet. And voila, you have a little cooking packet like this that you can use to cook your chicken. Now, with that being said and done, I take some corn from the can. I just put as much in there as I feel is good. So we shook some corn in there. And then I take the salsa and add it the same way as I do the corn. And after we've completed this, I take the packet, I fold it down and over, preferably in the opposite direction that you pinched the packet, so that way it kind of makes a seal. So I have a little bit of corn left over, so I put it back in there, and voila, I have one packet. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that your boneless, skinless chicken breast is defrosted 100% of the way. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of excess moisture. You're going to also, in the packet, if it's frozen, also you're going to get more water in there after you're done cooking, so you're going to lose a little bit of the flavor, but it'll still do the same thing. So next, I'm going to take one of these other half pieces of chicken, and I'm going to continue doing this up until I have all the pieces of chicken put in here in my packets that I created. So there's the foil packet, and for time purposes, I'm just going to move them over here, and I'm just going to quickly put the chicken on there and make the foil packet, because I can do this fairly quickly. And then I'll tell you what else we can do with these. You can put a whole bunch of stuff in here. This same thing works with a recipe that Girl Scouts of America or Boy Scouts of America do. They have all different, this is just a variation of chicken. I just like to call Fiesta or Southwest chicken. It's a great recipe. It goes very quick. So this is maybe a little bit of smaller piece of chicken. So I might just add this second piece because I only have one foil packet left. And so I'm gonna get 5 packets out of this chicken that I cut up. It is from Target. It's a Goodfellow brand. It was on reduced price for quick sale. They do that a lot of the time around here by me because the food, it just doesn't sell, because I think Target overprices their food, especially their meat department, but that's just my opinion. A lot of the stores around here, because I live in the Chicago area, have sky-high pricing. And then this is a little bit of a bigger piece of chicken that didn't see there was some rib meat under there. So what I do here is I, again, make the last and final packet so my tray of chicken is empty. And I make the pinch on the cooking packets. And now I have, as you can see, voila, I have the cooking packets all done. So again, first I take my corn and I'm gonna shake the corn in there. If you run out of corn in the can, just go grab another can of corn. No big deal. There's no amount that's right or wrong to put in there. You can put as much or as little in there as you want. It's kind of like if you go to Chipotle's or Qdoba when you ask for the salsa and stuff like that in any combination. So I just want to make sure that I get all the corn done. And now the can of corn is empty. And I'm hoping I can use up all the salsa that I have. So this is the step. I like to make sure that the corn gets coated with the salsa before baking, because I think that makes the taste better. And you'll cook this for about 45 minutes when you have the chicken fully defrosted, an hour and 25 if you're partially defrosted. And then if you're cooking from frozen, I don't recommend doing that. So now I've basically filled the last of the packets with salsa, and I've used up pretty much everything that's in the jar. There's not much left. So, okay. And of course, like I did with the first one, boom, make the packet. This pinch on this packet came undone. I'm gonna redo this and fold it over. And voila, all the packets of chicken are made. And now we bake in the oven for 45 minutes And then once it's done cooking, you can open them up carefully because it's going to be hot and it's going to have steam built up in it. You can add cheese if you'd like to these. That's kind of a cool thing you can do. And then roll the packet back up with the cheese in them, and the cheese will melt down because of the steam and the heat, and it'll all be held together. And then you get a one-dish meal. So I think this is a very simple, easy, straightforward meal that somebody could make in 45, 50 minutes with all the prep time, maybe a total of an hour and 20 minutes. So that's not terrible. So now, since my oven's warmed up to the 375 degrees, I'm going to take the chicken and stick it in the oven. And when it's done, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to enjoy it. So that is how simple and easy this is and how straightforward. So hope you guys enjoy and hope this is helpful for somebody. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know if you make something similar. I always like sharing information and recipes. So this has been the Outdoor Guy 365 from his kitchen. Talk to you later, YouTube. Bye-bye.